Fortunately, I might have to get rid of this mower. It keeps nickel and diming me. You know, last week I had to replace this. Now my blade brake cable snapped. That's what we're gonna do today. We are gonna fix the blade brake cable that snapped off my Toro Time Master. And if this mower continues to do this, I'm gonna have to look into getting something different. I am using it commercially. You're not supposed to do that. It's a residential mower, so there's a lot of wear and tear that's happening. You know, adjusting the HOC plate, I keep moving it up and down. That's the height of cut plate. Had to replace that. Have to replace the trailing shield, which I'm going to get to. Yesterday this happened on the very first yard, so I had to use the 21-inch in all the gated areas. So I'm probably going to look into getting a different mower for the gates, and any recommendations that you guys might have, 32, 36, walk behinds, stand-ons, let me know in the comments, because I'm definitely going to look for something different here in the future. I can't keep doing this. This mower right here, I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. This mower right here has 59 hours and things are starting to go. My last Time Master had 270 hours on the hour meter and still had all the original parts for it. Did have to change the shutoff button on my last Time Master, but that was my fault. I hit it off a side of a trailer and ripped it off. But this one, it seems like it's nickel and diming me. I'm gonna look for something different. Let's get into what this video is about, and that's changing this cable. The first thing we're gonna do is remove the old cable. A 10mm socket. I'm gonna take this bolt off here. As you can see, that's holding this, because I want to get this out of there, so I'm going to loosen this up. First thing we're going to do here, there we go, we got that out. So we're going to slide that to the side there. And if you see right here, there's a spring. So I got to reach underneath here, and I want to remember which way it is hooked. I got to figure out how to get this off. I might have to get it from the back side. So I don't know if you can see the spring right here. I'm going to try to remove this. Just want to remember which way it's on there. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Simple enough. Gotta remember how to put that back on and cut all these zip ties that I put on, because we're gonna have to re-zip tie all this anyway. If there's any more, nope, we're gonna have to pop these off. We'll do that. Okay, right underneath here I can just pull this through, but I'm gonna have to put my other one on, so you got to take this off no matter what. Same 10mm, takes this off. You don't have much room down there to take this little plate off at all. So once I get it so loose, if this will go on in here or not, make life easier for me. Yeah, worked out good. Okay, and take this off. Come over here. Because it's broke, it's all going to slide out, but we got to remember, we got to put this all back together. So let's slide this one up. Slide this up. Yep. Gonna have to take that off. I got a 7/16. We're gonna have to take this off. Fortunately, we have no choice. just because this runs through it. So I'm just gonna slide it over. That's gonna mess up my personal paste too. I'm gonna have to adjust that. Now let's see if I can pop this off. Got it. And then this will shift up. Once you pull this up, it'll pull out. And then there goes that piece. Garbage. Now I gotta get something to pop this off. Save that, because you're gonna need it. This comes off, and here's the other piece of the junk that snapped. All right. Now we're gonna get the new one. Here's the new one. Remember the spring, we're gonna have to tilt this over. We're gonna have to go in from the front, hook the spring up, and then feed everything around. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna flip the mower over. We are gonna go in through the front, grab this, we are gonna go up here, springs on. Hope you guys seen that. It's pretty simple. Come around to the front now. Now we don't want a lot of tension on that spring. So what I'm gonna do here is I wanna get this just like that and get this started so I can wrap it around. So I'm gonna grab my little 10mm. I don't really want to tighten it all the way, but I do want to tighten it enough just to hold it there for right now, because I'm going to feed this all back through. Now we're going to fire this thing up and see if it works at the end. That's good for now. Okay, this, come around to the back. We are going to have to get this back through onto here. So that's the reason why you have to take this off, because this, you have to put this on through the front. When it's broke, obviously, you can just pull it out of there, but you got to put this back on. So you got to take that piece off. Back on there. Now we'll zip tie this all together to make it really nice and uniform. So what I'm going to do is just run this piece. Remember, you have to go like this, pop it down, get it back into here. Feed this. Let me see. Let me take this back up. Maybe I'll do this first. Maybe hook this up. Okay. All right, I gotta loosen this up down here just to get that through. I did that a little bit, made a mistake there, so be careful with that. There we go. Allowed this, I wasn't allow this to move. This has to move. Put that in there. Okay, we'll tighten all that up here in a second. Remember your little clip. This has to go back on here. I just got a little hammer. I'm just going to punch that back on there. Hopefully, don't lose that. Punch that back on. rid of these. Got to make sure this stays on here because. All right, that's good. Break. Okay, now we're going to go down here to the spring. Remember, we're going to zip tie all this to make it nice and neat. So I'm going to zip tie it once this is all set up to where I want it. Kind of get it away from all these working parts. Let's slide back around to the front. All right, now if you can see, you just want a little bit of tension on that spring. So we're going to kind of hold that there. We're going to tighten this down. So there is a little bit of tension on that spring right there. Okay. All right. Now let's see up here. Come up here. Let's see if I push this. Let's put this handle down. Let's do that. Let's see what this. Okay, we got some tension. Let's put that back up here. Okay, let's see. Tension. Okay, I need to see that spring is loose right there. Okay. We're gonna have to wrap this around, get this all out of here and zip tie this right there. So let me grab a zip tie. But I do want to get it away from everything. So that still moves. Get my clips, we're gonna just snip that off right there so it's not hanging out. Let's put another zip tie up here, right here, so nothing gets caught up. We have to bolt that back on there also. Snap that off. Good. All right. Let me grab my 7/16. We're going to make sure that the personal pace is set up too whenever I do this. So I want to pull this down and I'm going to loosen this up to where to get this personal pace. You want to push this down like this. Kind of pull that. Okay, and then we're going to tighten this up. Get this hook off here. There we go. It's messing me up. So let's push this down. Let's pull this tight. Okay. We're going to tighten this down. Sure, that's good. Keep that all right there. I'm going to check his personal pace too to make sure it's tight enough. Because if I loosened it, this thing will not go up the hill. I'll be pushing it by hand. So I want to make sure I check that while I got the tools out. Alright, let's start this up. Put the thing on it. Let's see if it works. Here's the big test. I got to get mowing here. I had to do this really fast. That things happen, things break. But again, in the comments, let me know what mower you can get inside gates, because I don't want this mower nickel and diming me. If I'm spending 60 bucks here, 30 bucks here every other week, it's time to go. It's time to move on.